Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. So today, as I was mentioning before, as part of the live stream, I'm going to be doing certain videos just beforehand, just to give me breaks in between. And today we'll be going to covering the spell cards that are used within the Destiny Heroes. So the first card is Destiny Draw. This is a normal spell card with the effect discard one Destiny Hero card and draw two cards. As if Destiny Heroes don't have enough draw cards. I mean, you've got Celestial, you've got Draw Guy, you've got Disc Commander as well, that you have your own version of Pot of Greed in here as well. If you use this effect as part of Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, you don't have to discard the hero, you don't have to meet the cost, you just instantly draw two cards. So it makes actually the deck incredibly powerful. The next card is actually, I think, the newest card to be added to the Destiny Heroes themselves. It's called Fusion Destiny. It's a normal spell card with the effect Fusion Summon one Fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Destiny Hero monster as material, using monsters from your hand or deck as fusion material, but destroy it during the end phase of the next turn. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except Dark Hero monsters. You can only activate one Fusion Destiny per turn. What's great about this card is it can be used from either hand or the deck to get your fusion materials. So typically you will be just focusing on the deck because that sends them to the graveyard, which is always a good idea, rather than using the resources that you have. That means that you can go into some of the more powerful Destiny heroes out there. Alternatively, you also have Destiny Hero Dragoon, Destiny End Dragoon, which is actually able to revive itself when it's sent to the graveyard, so long as you've got other Destiny heroes in there to banish and replace it. So you're not really losing anything, but when you play this card, you are pretty certain or pretty confident that you will win within that turn. So it being destroyed during the end phase of the next turn isn't going to be a problem, especially since you're probably going, even if you don't win in that turn, you will have some kind of protection because you're aware that this fusion monster is going to go to the graveyard. The next card is Over Destiny. It's a normal spell card, and the effect is to target one Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard and special summon one Destiny Hero monster from your deck whose level is less than or equal to half of that target's level, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. So from the picture you've got the level 8 Dreadmaster and you've got the level 3 Blade Master. So that's an example of how that card can be used. Essentially, the stronger the monster you've got in your graveyard, the more likely you're going to be able to get a higher variety of monsters. The problem is that, you're going to have something like Plasma, Dogma, or even Dasher in the graveyard to be able to access a slew of the weaker level monsters. The level 4s, you need to get all the level 8s in the graveyard basically to rely on it, and it's just not as consistent as some of the other search cards. Even things like Rota are better than something that's inbuilt for this archetype. Despirit is a normal spell card with the effect special summon one level 4 or lower Destiny Hero monster from your hand. You must not control any face-up Destiny Hero monsters to activate and to resolve this effect. Okay, so this works when you have absolutely nothing on. Well, if you've got nothing on the field, no Destiny Hero monsters. The slight issue is it's only from the hand. I wish for the condition that it's forced you into, at least let you summon from the deck, but you can't get everything, and I would rather be running things like Rota or something else just to, because I don't think this actually works too well within the deck. Deformation is a continuous spell card with the effect each time a face-up Destiny Hero monster you control is destroyed, place one D counter on this card for each of those monsters. When you normal or special summon a monster during your main phase, you can send this card with 2 or more D counters to the graveyard to add up to 2 cards from your deck and or graveyard to your hand with the same name as that monster. This is quite annoying as a card. I don't think it's as powerful as it could have been. Essentially, it means that you have to be running 3 of certain copies of Destiny Heroes just to make sure that you get full value of it. And this was used in the duel between Sartorius and Asta, and he used it as a way to get his D cubed onto the field to special summon his plasma. That's the general idea, I think, of this card, but trust me, out of everything, it's probably one of the least ones you should probably put in the deck. Cyclone Blade is an equip card, and you can only equip it to a Destiny Hero monster. At the end of the damage step, if the equipped monster attacks, target one spell or trap card on the field and destroy that target. The interesting thing about this card is it shows it being equipped to Destiny Hero Dogma. And actually it was used in the anime between Asta and Jaden, in the duel where Jaden actually beats Asta. But he called it his Heavy Storm Blade, and it had the Heavy Storm effect where it destroys all spell and traps on the field other than itself. So this is a little bit more like a mystical space typhoon blade. In the anime, it effectively meant that Jaden lost all of his cards, but as part of it, he had Spell Calling, which when sent to the graveyard let him set 2 spell cards on his field. It boosted his elemental hero Flare Neos up to 300 attack points above Destiny Hero Dogmas, and was then, when Asta had attacked into Flare Neos, lost the duel as of then. This is a bit weaker, but actually it provides you with specific destruction, but the problem is it's a forced effect. So if your opponent doesn't have anything on the field, then you're going after your own spells and traps, unfortunately. The Dark City is a field spell, and its effect is when a Destiny Hero monster attacks. If its attack is lower than the attack of the attack target, the attacking monster gains 1000 attack during damage calculation only. It's the same as Skyscraper for Elemental Heroes, and this is for Destiny Heroes. There's not much to say about it other than it's consistent for the deck, and it kind of needs it for some of the weaker heroes. That 1000 points does make the difference. And the final card is the Clock Tower Prison. You couldn't expect all of the heroes to have exactly the same mirrored approach and response to each other. They can't exactly have all the same cards. I mean, with the elemental heroes, they have Skyscraper, but they also have Skyscraper 2 Hero City. Well, this is the Destiny heroes needed their own version as well. They've ended up with Clock Tower Prison. This is the field spell with the effect once per turn during your opponent's standby phase. Place 1 clock counter on this card. While there are 4 or more clock counters on this card, you do not take any battle damage. If this card with 4 or more clock counters is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, special summon 1 Destiny Hero Dreadmaster from your hand or deck. So this is the card necessary to bring out your Dreadmaster. What's great about this card as well is once it reaches 4 clock counters, that's it. You have got battle damage immunity, which is really good considering that most of the weaker Destiny heroes don't have much attack, and at least it means that you're not taking excessive amounts of life point damage. I do think it's really good for what it needs to be, but I would love there to be a different version of Dreadmaster, or other cards which interact with Clock Tower Prison outside of Dreadmaster and that one other small Destiny hero, because otherwise it does seem like a bit of an outlier in terms of the whole support. It's very disjointed. So what do you think of these Destiny Hero spell cards? Are they things that you enjoy? What do you think they need to improve? Any comments are welcome within the video. Please ensure you like the live stream as well. Make sure if you're feeling a bit lonely, a bit down, just have a watch, even if it's 5-10 minutes, just to relax yourself. If you've had a Christmas argument, even better. If you're on your own, like myself, it's unfortunately the way things are at the moment. My area is just how it has to be, and I'm not prepared to be the death of my parents. So I'm doing everything I can to keep myself and to keep themselves safe. And I hope you do the same for your family. Stay safe, and enjoy the stream. Thank you very much. And don't forget to donate. It's all going towards a good cause.